Hi, I'm Michael Tassler. I'm the pastor of Grace Lutheran Church in Colorado Springs. From where I'm sitting right now, I can see Pikes Peak, and I live just on the other side of it. It's a beautiful day here at Rainbow Trail. It's covered with snow, and it's hard to think about what summer is going to be like, but that's what we're here to plan for, and that's what you're here for too. And we're really looking forward to an awesome summer season in 2019 at Rainbow Trail. So our Bible study this week is on some of the I am sayings of Jesus in the Gospel of John. And there's a thread that runs through all of them, and it's just life. It's the life that Jesus lives. It's the life he gives us. It's God's life. It's eternal life. And one of the things I'll say in my Bible study is eternal life isn't what happens after you die in the Gospel of John. It's never-ending life, and it starts now. So we live with a quality of eternal life even now here, and that helps us out so much. So my main text that we'll use for the Bible study is from the Gospel of John. It's from chapter 6, and it's when Jesus says he's the bread of life. And so let me read that to you and then just make a couple of comments here, okay? Jesus said to them, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never be hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty." Then the Jews began to complain about him because he said, "I am the bread that came down from heaven." They were saying, Isn't this Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How can he now say, 'I have come down from heaven'?" Jesus answered them, "Do not complain among yourselves. No one can come to me unless drawn by the Father who sent me, and I will raise that person up on the last day. I am the bread of life. Your ancestors ate the manna in the wilderness, and they died. This is the bread that comes down from heaven, so that one may eat of it and not die. I am the living bread that came down from heaven. Whoever eats of this bread will live forever, and the bread that I will give for the life of the world is my flesh." So that's some pretty powerful stuff. And in that reading, you hear Jesus mention the manna from heaven. And so also in the Bible story, we'll be referring back to the story of God's provision of manna in the wilderness after the Israelites were freed from slavery in Egypt. And that's in Exodus 16. That'll be a big part of it too. It'll be important to explore the echoes of the story of manna and the story of Jesus, who says he's the bread from heaven. So Jesus makes a really interesting claim. He says, so the people ate the manna and died. And he says, whoever eats of me will not die. And so I think we've got a paradox here, because we obviously will die. But that's that living that's eternal life. So how can it be that even though we die, yet we shall live? And that'll be the great question and thing to explore throughout this whole week. But we'll be talking about the bread that Jesus is, that feeds us with unending love, mercy and grace and inclusion, the bread of belonging, the bread of community, the bread of grace that we receive and are filled with, and then we share for others. And you counselors will be that bread for the campers, and they will be that for you as well. As many of you know, and maybe some of you have not yet experienced, this place, Rainbow Trail, is an immensely beautiful, wonderful, beloved community. It happens quick every week, and it lasts for a lifetime. And this is also the bread that Jesus gives us. So really looking forward to seeing you all here and having a wonderful time. Blessings to you now.